I lost a few subscribers, but I don't know why. I figured when I changed my channel to a combination of things that there would be people that would stop watching. I expected that. My cats are playing in the background. If you hear all the running, that sounds like elephants. They're very much ninja kitties. That's just the top of the castle. It's tall castle. It's not. They like where they like, I guess. It seems like sometimes they just hold still and stare at me for real. Like, hey, are you bringing us some food or something? Anything. The puppies are doing really well. When I let them out, the little tiny one just comes straight to me and starts howling. It's like he's rolling his R's and he's got his head up so far in the air and he's still like 3 inches long. It's so cute. It's got him spoiled. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Lisa, can you hear me? Hey, How are you? I've been up all night. I couldn't sleep. But yeah, I did lose subscribers, but I knew that when I changed from just being that one channel, my doll channel, and then just doing the animals and everything, I knew that a few people probably wouldn't be interested in that anymore. Well, I slept all day yesterday, all night, and all day yesterday, and then I couldn't sleep. My cats are playing with a chain and rings the bell. Yeah, I didn't get any messages, none whatsoever. I don't know. The pain, I can't stay awake with the pain. I can't deal with it. I have to go to sleep to pass the time. I got a message from one of my kids asking if they could do laundry. Can you go figure? Luckily, we just got that brand new washing machine. But I know my brother just gave him a washer, and supposedly the hose leaks. Well, they have to put one of those gasket things on it with the round clamp. They have to do that. If they don't do that, it's not. Oh, it will never stop leaking, and that's what's wrong with it. I don't know why. Maybe Andrew just don't have time. I don't know. Did you leave? I had it on. I didn't have it on live chat, so I wasn't seeing all your messages. I fixed it. I've been working on a wind chime all night. It's red. I don't like red, but other people do. A lot, apparently. Oh, it's been hot here too. I'm sunburned and Charlie's sunburned from the festival. And then at the flea market, Charlie sat in his truck with his foot up on the dash because it was a good breeze, but it was hot, and his leg is blistered. I kept telling him to get out of that truck. He didn't listen, and then he's like, mm-hmm, he's blistered. Oh, that would be so cool. A tractor? It's really too hot. It's getting too hot to sell my stuff because it softens in the high heat. So it's been difficult. Anything that's thin really does it bad. Like my wind chimes and my dream catchers, they melt. I haven't done anything outside. I haven't done anything anywhere, and it's done nothing. It's rained, and then it got so hot that oh, you can't breathe out there. With the pollen and everything, you cannot breathe out there. I had to go buy flea collars for the puppies, and we've not had fleas before. And I don't know if the cats brought them in or what, but oh my goodness, trying to get them on them because they're so freaking tiny. Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, I don't have any appointments real soon, so I only have to deal with it really on Saturdays at the flea market. But it, I'm in a covered place, so I'm going to Texas, I think, before I get to come there. Mom wants to go to Texas, which is fine with me. Probably the fourth, but Charlie is only off on the fourth and the fifth, so he won't be able to go unless they change it. But I don't know. They gave him the second to the ninth, and then changed it to the fourth and fifth. The company is going insane. But I will be going with mom and my brother, no matter what. Yeah, it might be August or September before I get to come there. And that's just depending on what I have appointment wise, because I try to schedule them all pretty close together. I'm glad that Now you have a vehicle. That was kind of worrying me about how we get anywhere. Well, you know I'm going to go wherever Dalton goes. So it's probably going to pee off some of my children's, but that's too bad. Well, YouTube has lost its mind. I have been going in and just listening in all the chats that are talking about the same cases that I'm looking at, and oh my goodness. And sometimes I just comment because I'm not even thinking about whose chat it is. It's just if I have something to say. So I don't even know most of these creators that I'm even saying stuff in, but sometimes I see people that I recognize and sometimes I don't. But oh my god, it is totally tore up. I haven't went live. I haven't done anything on my channel hardly because of it. You have no idea who's going to be a dang target just for an opinion, and it has lost its mind. Oh, I do, especially like if they're talking about Summer's case or something, and I know something, then I'm gonna say it because some of these chats, people are like, I have no idea. Like how many kids Candace had total. It's just tiny things, you know. But the refresher is a good thing because there's been so much mess that I have forgotten some of the small things. Like who actually started the GoFundMe for Summer or the reward fund. Trevor Lee was the second one to put money in that, which is fantastic. But a lot of people are saying he was the first, and I'm not sure 100%, but I think he was second. But like what, I'm not gonna, I can't say that in a chat because I feel like I'm taking the spotlight off of someone that I'm not trying to. So I think it would be rude. I mean, I can say it here and someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not going to go to someone else's house and be rude. You, I know, remember a lot of it. You remember so much stuff that I can't even process that much stuff. People are still up in arms about my aunt passing. And I did write on Facebook, and I don't normally do that, but I did it anyways. And I put a picture of me and my aunt Sis. She was going to give me my grandma's deviled egg plate, and I'm the one at the family that has to make deviled eggs every single holiday. I am expected to bring them. And I have my own plate, of course, but I was supposed to get that from her. She was going to give it to me. And her daughter threw it away. And it's like, how do people do that? I've never gotten anything. Well, I got a figure from a friend of mine that passed, but I've never gotten anything. I never expect anything. That's not. I have my pictures of her, and that's what I want. And but the egg plate was something she told me before, because she would make deviled eggs too, but they weren't very good. As she got older, because she was over 80, but she would leave eggshells in them and things. It was like a disappearing act that we did because we loved her and she enjoyed making them. And I hope people wasn't upset about the cannabis fair because the cannabis because we are legal recreational, and a lot of people come here festivals. So people that gather there are people from these little tiny towns, and they have little tiny uh, shops that they make their own jewelry or clothes, or they collect rocks or just anything, and they rent out a space to sell their stuff, and it's freaking fantastic. And I am just 420 friendly 100%, so I'm going to go. And it's very expensive to go. It's not like cheap to get in. But I have friends there with booths. I have people there that I support their store. I shop there. A lot of them. A lot of them have websites, and some do resin. Like I do. I got sage this time, and I got Patty a rock frog necklace made out of black onyx. I mean, I love those little things. I got petrified wood. Haha, yeah. a huge piece for like $5. And I seen it when I first got there, but I knew I couldn't carry the dang thing all the way around. So luckily he was still there when I was leaving. Walking in those rocks, the gravel, the creek bed gravel, because that's a campsite, is hard for me to walk around in it for very long. But I did get in the creek. Oh yeah. No, 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 no. Manners. She is getting tired of. She's getting tired of being mama. Well, it's really cool. And the Undercliff Cafe that's right there is in the side of a kind of like a little mountain. So, and it's a cave. And the restaurant is built underneath the cave. I've never been in it because I'm terrified of caves, but I've been to the front of it. I won't go near. We have a lot of caves here, and I can't hardly look at the entrance. No, but I've seen pictures, and it's been there forever. I mean, since I was before I was born. I think there used to be a train that went through there, and I think there's a terrible story behind it. And that train ain't there no more. But on my grandma's property when I was a kid, I used to run around in the woods, and there was train tracks over the creeks and stuff, and they'd fallen in. That was like playground city. So walking on that rock at the festival, it shouldn't be that hard, but it's getting harder. I think I'm getting old. Manners, you're just fine. You'd go in them. I would not. I can't do caves. There's one where we go swimming, and I took my kids when they were little, and I've let them walk in, but I stood on the outside. I didn't let them go very far either. But they love that kind of stuff. No, not me. There's caves all over here. This whole place is a mining town, but there's caves everywhere. You hear her? She just doesn't want to be with her babies. I let them all out. Now they're gonna be at my feet. Yep, they're already here. Invasion. They're puppies. I made tea, I don't even know what time, and I've got it in my cooler where it keeps the ice so it stays good for quite a while. I don't think I could make it better to make tea. My sugar is a little high. My meter just went off. I won't be on for very much longer. I just haven't said anything to anybody. I want to see who'd show up. People have gone crazy. So, I don't know. I do need to get a website up for my products. A lot of people have been coming up. Quit it. They beat each other up. A lot of people have come up to me and told me that I need to have a website. Look at that fish. It just, I'm telling you, they just stare at me sometimes. Andrew bought me those. There's two of those. They've all disappeared. Oh, and then there's a red minnow, and then there's a minnow that I caught at the creek. this, oh, he's been in there for, that one right there, he's been in there for, 2 years. I thought maybe they were baby something, but I guess that's just the size they get. I don't, he got bigger, but quit fighting. He actually whoops up on his sister, even though he's tiny, and his mom, and the cats. I've already had my insulin, so there's nothing I can do about this meter going off. I'm sorry. It will check it like every 5 minutes. They're horrible. Did you hear them? I let them out. I've got them in kennel, and I let them out. I'll have when I give them breakfast here in a little bit. I'll have to put them back in. That way, the other animals don't even mess with them while they eat. And I'll let them out until we do lunch. But they are horrible. Our biggest dog acts like they don't exist, but our big male cat, the little girl puppy, she wallers him, and he don't move. And this cat is huge. I mean, his head's like the size of mine. He doesn't come in very often. He just does his own thing. I think he's got a girlfriend down the road, and I think that her parents like him because he's beautiful, but he's huge, and she does. She just wallers over him. Mama's ready to be like on me all the time again. If I get up, I'll come back and she'll be hidden in my blankets. She did really good with these guys this time, though. They're weaned. But she kind of plays with them, and she hasn't done that in years, so it's kind of weird seeing her act like a puppy because she usually always skin contact with me because she's my service dog. So being away from me with her puppies, it's been interesting. She's even stole their toys and took off with them. I had to go chase them down because the other dogs will tear them up. Dee has decided that everything in the house that belongs to animals, he should take down the hall and tear up. I don't know why. I think he's jealous of something. It's the only reason I can think of. I don't know who's been. I don't know who's been not giving him enough attention, but they better quit. I don't think Dylan's been letting him sleep back there like he normally does. Oh my gosh, I've been going through so much jewelry, pairing up earrings. Oh, this last $60 worth of jewelry that I bought, a lot of it I can't use. Not very many good beads or anything. A lot of earrings and stuff though. A lot of new ones too. A lot of expensive ones. Ridiculous. There was a two necklaces stuck together, like tied in knots, and they're really thin chain. And when I got them apart, because one still had a tag and it said it was sterling silver and pearl, so I knew one of them was. But when I got them apart, the cross is 18 karat gold, so they were both real. And somebody just tossed them out because they didn't want to entangle them, and they never even wore them. Never even took tags off. I had to use like a curtain hook, the old fashioned ones for drapes, to help get the little tiny ringlets apart. It was crazy. It took me forever. I don't think there's something I would wear, but maybe one of the kids, if they're ever nice. That'll never happen. I told her she could bring her laundry. I said, but don't expect a clean house. Now I wait and see if they can show up. Patty said, I told you. I told you. I was like, yep. They'll use it and then leave and flip me off as they drive down the drive. Guarantee it. Uh, Patty is, she's kind of acting like nothing's wrong. I haven't brought it up again, but she runs around so much, driving people at places and stuff that she's always on the go. Appointments with the kids, the grandkids, I mean, and uh, I feel sorry for her, but her heart, the way it did, what her heart has said, what the results were, she's going to have to stop it. They're going to have to do a procedure to get her heart to beat right. And she does not realize what that is. And Charlie's done it twice, so I know exactly what it is. Her heart's beating too fast. She's going to have a stroke or a heart attack. She's 60. She runs around like she's 20. Well, she's just got these grandkids that she's raising that are rebellious more than you can imagine. Your gang is cakewalk, and that's saying a lot. But she's constantly having to take them wherever they want to go, and she don't know how to say no, which is a big mistake. And she's seeing it now, but I try not to say the old "I told you so." Yeah, Patty's got two of them just like that. One just turned 17, but the other one is an adult now. So that's even worse because no control at all. And she keeps saying, "Stop yelling." And normally she won't put her hearing aids in and we have to yell, or she won't even know that we exist. She would like turn them off or leave them, but now it's, you guys yell a lot. What? My Mimi yells all the time. I'm like, yeah, she's always had to. I guess she wears them all the time now. I don't know, but man, she said, "Aunt Jenny, I want to move in with you." Last Sunday, I was thinking, mm-mm, I don't think that's a good idea. Our rules would suck. That's why none of the kids live here. Well, except for the one that was always lived here since he was a kid. My best one of them all. Anyway, I made a couple projects throughout the night. And that was the little girl puppy. And in a few hours, I'll be able to take them out and see how they turned out. I made a pink rose. I made a purple rose. It turned out really good. And a pink mushroom. I made a lot of pink stuff. I just made a big thing of pink and just made different things. There's a huge rose that Charlie got me. It's hard because it's got so many different spaces to put color. It's hard to keep it from running into each other. And oh my gosh, I think it's been a week and I'm still not done. And that was him. He if he ever gets a voice, it's gonna be hilarious. I don't remember which one I sent you. I don't remember all the stuff I sent you. My coolest customers were from Switzerland, and they took pictures of a bunch of stuff, and they bought a bunch of stuff, and they took it to Switzerland. So my stuff is in Switzerland. I think that is amazing. And they were just there in our little town for the day. It was crazy. Oh yeah, the yellow and red. That's the little rose. Yeah. I've been still having trouble making red. I had to order some more. Everybody wants the skulls in red for sure. Did you get a notification? I'm glad to get to talk to you though. I'm glad you showed up. I was just fixing to message you to tell you because I didn't know if you got the notification. Yeah. People keep moving Patty's stuff on her shelf because things that don't come out perfect, she takes them. She wants them anyways. And somebody will move one, and oh my gosh, she notices right off the bat. I think they're doing it to her, drive her crazy on purpose. Well, you know, I thought taking Summer's picture there would be a good idea because I know that people travel there to set up booths, and I know that her parents traveled around there, so it wasn't just a dumb idea. It was actually smart, I thought. And I don't give a shit who doesn't like it. And so many people don't talk about her anymore. I was hoping maybe it would fire somebody up. Be like, I can't believe she did that. So obviously, it's not that big a deal. But seriously, a lot of people stopped talking. Yeah, there was ruckus on Summer's Day, but it kept her name out there. Some people were overboard, for real. But all of that has been done wrong. They've been doing it in a lot of cases. I mean, there's a way to do it and there's a way not to. But I'm going to watch it all because I'm nosy when it comes to information about something I'm checking into. When I see a case and it grabs my attention, it's got my attention for real. No, honey. Nope. What are you doing, Izzy? Mm, what are you doing? Oh, Grandma got you. Oh, these puppies are too cute. Ugh. Yeah, well, I don't have a way for anybody to give me money, so maybe I don't count. I don't know. I never started a channel for that. I started my channel for a friend who introduced me to a community of people in the doll hobby. Now I ended up in crazy town. What, 5 years later, 6 years later? Okay, go get on your blanket right. I'm glad he finally had my meter back. Yes, but you back off, and then you're part of that people that backed off that aren't talking about it anymore. We don't even really talk about it anymore. But I'm like in a lot of them, and you're not. So it's like we don't talk about them. I don't really talk to anybody about them. That's why I'm in all the chats. What they've done with Sebastian is just unbelievable. But you know, I was gung ho about his father, and I didn't care for Chris at all because I don't like that type of dude, and that is my personal thing. I don't like that kind of dude in my real life, let alone like I could tell. And I'm not saying good or bad about the dominating person, but I don't care for it a lot. I kind of like it equal, but he was intimidating, and I don't like that. And I was watching Web Sleuths, where he was, she was, I don't know, I just didn't like it. He could have just said, I'm not going to talk, instead of talk to someone like that. I don't know, with the dominating way that he is. Instead, he was just, I didn't like that. But I can also see that if Seth is a jerk to Katie, then I can see why he protects her. So it's just like so much stuff that nobody's talking about Sebastian. They're talking about the relationship between the parents, and that's it. That kid could have snuck out more times than this, and something bad could have happened. And a lot of autistic when Chris said that he doesn't with personal space, and then I thought about him running away. I was thinking that's one thing about school. They teach them those social skills. My grandson is the same way. So he wouldn't understand. It's possible that he wouldn't understand and not say or do the wrong thing to the wrong person if he's out walking around and runs into somebody. Those are my fears. I'm not going to say anything about the parents anymore because I don't know. But I know if I was him and I overheard some of that crap, I would probably run away too. I did run away. I was known for running away. So I could see him having another phone. I could see him having another pair of shoes because another thing that I've seen and noticed in groups with parents with or grandparents with autistic grandkids and children is they don't like to throw things away because they like that routine, and routine with putting on the same pair of shoes, you know, he could have a favorite pair that he snuck out of trash. I have seen and heard that on videos of parents and grandparents talking about it. There's so many different levels, I you just never know. I know my grandson, 7 years old, could hack a computer in nothing flat, but he can't flush a toilet. He can't be in a room when you flush a toilet, a public bathroom or your own bathroom. He can't handle the sound, but he can put together a computer. So there's drastic differences between each child. Listen here, guys. This is what they do at my feet. Okay, I better get off here. I love you, and I'll talk to you. I'll message you later on today. Now, how do I stop this? Okay, guys, I'm making breakfast.